Ultimate Motor Speedway. They're lean, they're mean, they're 5 to 7 horses, a man and machine. They're 4 wide before they start to slip and slide. The Coast to Coast Racing League 350A Modifieds, Pro Late Models, and the 360 Sprint Cars. On a perfect fall night and Thanksgiving in the United States, we bring you the penultimate race for Thursday Night Thunder at the home of the Dirt Car Nationals, Volusia Speedway Park in Barboursville, Florida. It's week number 12 of the Coast to Coast Racing League's fall season for 2024, and we got a good treat. Get out your pumpkin pie if you got any leftovers and eat some more with us here. Maybe you can eat some dirt along with it, because nothing tastes better than some pie or some turkey. If it's dirt seasoning on it, it's pretty good. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So glad you could join us here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Marty Sakala with you, and hope you are having a great Thanksgiving with you and your significant others. So we get set to go here for tonight. 2 races left to go, and right now, the man that's been dominant in fixed 358 action this season is Anthony Morano. The Magic Ant-Man, as we call him. 42-point advantage on the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux. Giroux currently in the session with us and is the quickest. And Morano is with us as well. So Giroux needs a great run tonight. Needs to hope Morano does not have the best night if he wants a really good chance at victory. Well, we have 14 drivers checking in with us here for our penultimate race at Volusia, a track that's a lot of fun with the modifieds, whether it be 358s or the big blocks. Every groove here possible works. Low side, middle side, You can even see the top shelf, too, at points. So it's a fun track to race modifieds on. One of my favorite tracks as well on the iRacing platform. But we are set to go for a good night of racing. Let's go qualifying here. 2 minutes of time trials. We will have 2 heats this evening. So keep an eye out on positions 7 through 8. That will be our heat times tonight. Those will be the drivers that start on pole position this evening. And we will bring up our first driver here, the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux, in car number 075. Giroux with a brand new paint job in that Venom Racing machine. Definitely has a nice ride under that car. He sets the bar 16:42 as the lap times start to come in. Harold Klump 16:552. Dean Reynolds up to second 16:55. How about Michael Vitale? Quick time 16:382 for the Jokester in the 2:13. Second lap time starting to pop up here. Some more drivers though in the green. Anyone bump up? Sam Bachman up to fourth. Harold Klump up to third after lap 2, 16:52 with a better lap time. The Magic Handman Anthony Morano better in lap 2 at a 16:54. Sam Bachman to the checkered flag. He's green in sector 1, and it's better up to third at a 16:51. Jason Coffey currently 8th quick on lap number 1. He puts the 146 now down to 9th, 16:58. 30 seconds left to go in qualifying. Butch Baker 7th quickest, the 16:58. Here comes Coffey to the checkered flag. Better in sector 1. Is it a better lap though? No, 16:70. How about for Butch Baker? Better in sector 2, but off at a 16:66. One more driver left to qualify. Kelly Wheeler on lap number 2. A 16:60 for Kelly's lap 1 time. Here he comes off the final corner in the green in sector 1. And it's a 16:62. Vitale is the quickest driver in qualifying. And so that will mean Butch Baker, Michael Vecchio start on the pole position for each of our 2 heats tonight. So with that being said, it is time to go heat racing here. First heat of the night, our first appetizer of the night, I guess you could say, is brought to you by Gambler Motorsports, official team of the Coast to Coast Racing Network. As I mentioned, Baker on the pole in the 97. Next to him, it's the Magic Ant-Man, Anthony Morano, in the 32. Row number 2, Sam Bachman in the 007, and Michael Vitale, the Jokester, in the 213. Row 3, Jason Coffey in the 146. Next to Jake the Snake Henry in the 171. And the final row tonight, Slide Job Scotty in the number 4, and Logan Wentz in the 118. I gotta give it up, though. 15 drivers on Thanksgiving night. Not too bad. And, of course, the Americans with the advantage, 14-2 this evening. Let us know who you're rooting for this evening. And also, let's have a little bit of fun here, too. What was your favorite Thanksgiving item tonight? Was it the turkey? Was it the mashed potatoes? Was it the squash? Was it the mac and cheese? Was it the pumpkin pie? Was it the cake? I tell you what, my Thanksgiving was actually a lot of fun with my mom and dad's friends, and had dinner at my place. Turkey, mashed potatoes, and delicata squash. As always, the mashed potatoes are delicious, and we actually had pumpkin pie and cake for dessert. It was a 3-layer chocolate cake. I couldn't believe it when I first saw what Mom baked with that cake. She also baked the pie. Having both those together was chef's kiss. So I was telling the Venom guys, I may be excited because I'm on a sugar rush, but I may crash on the big block. So there you go. Just your warning. Anyway, winner on pole position for tonight's feature. Heat 1 is underway. And Butch Baker sideways with Bachman. Everybody trying to avoid it, and it's just down to 2 people in this battle for the heat win. Anthony Morano down to second. Michael Vitale started 4th. He is up to 1st. The Jokester laughing it off as he leads lap number 1. Morano, though, trying to fight back. Follows Vitale downstairs through 1 and 2. See Vitale pushes up just a little bit off the center. She opened up the gap there on the Magic Ant-Man. So this is your best battle on the racetrack here for pole position in our 30-lap feature this evening. Scott Rayom, Logan Wentz each got caught up from the mess, but they are up 3 positions in 4th and 5th respectively. Now trying to chase down Butch Baker. I don't know how Baker was able to make that save and still run in 3rd. That was incredible, that's for sure. Jason Coffey challenges Jake Henry for the 6th position. The snake hanging on off of turn 4. High side where you want to be on corner exit, though, that's for sure. Both of them a little bit sideways. But still Vitale out in front. He's actually increased a little gap on Anthony Morano. But a good exit from the 32. Morano peeks downstairs. Doesn't have it. Let's go to 3rd. Slide job, Scotty. Side by side with Butch Baker. Slide job from Rayom. Baker counters it back. He's probably hyped up. His Lions beat the Bears earlier tonight thanks to a choke job from Chicago. Rayom probably mad about that slider. He's probably about his slider not working. I don't know if he's a Chicago fan or not. Just kidding. Just kidding, Scotty. I know you're from New York. Michael Vitale off for turn 4. From 4th to 1st, the Jokester wins heat 1. Morano 2nd, Rayom 3rd, Wentz 4th, Henry 5th, Coffey 6th, and Butch Baker has crashed it in turn 4. He will not make the checkered. And so we'll get you that replay in just a moment. All right, we can pull that back. All right, so here's what happened to Mr. Baker in the Venom Racing 97 ride. Was there contact from behind, or did he lose it himself? Ooh, he caught the jersey barrier so bad, and then boom. Just caught that opening. That's a tough break for Butch. Steve King Foundation Pace Car brings the field into turn number 1. Heat 2 brought to you by Regency Home Inspection, proud partner of our Open 358s, as well as the official sponsor of Brian Lawson and the Venom Racing Clan. Michael Vecchio on the pole in the 247. Next to him, Dean Reynolds of the 79. Row number 2, Harold Klump in the 2, and the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux, in car number 75. Row 3, Alex Pomerleau in the 397 and Kelly Wheeler in the 110. Final car on the grid this evening, Randy Shreves in car 56. We're wasting no time. Set to go green here.
Green flag, green flag.
On heat number 2 underway with the Amity Construction Core 358s. Good exit from Reynolds off the corner as he takes the race lead. Harold Klump looking for P2 in the dirt track unfold number 2. Look out! Kelly Wheeler's lost his left front sneaker. Hey, sometimes you don't need the left front. It's about to prove us wrong here these next 7 laps. Oh, maybe not. 3 wide, though, for the 2nd position. Giroux caught up in the middle like he's the wishbone. However, though, it's broken with the advantage for Trevor Giroux. And now Vecchio caught up top. Here comes Pomerleau downstairs. He had to work today, along with Trevor Giroux. Canadian Thanksgiving was back in mid-October. I believe that's during Columbus Day, if I recall correctly. Us Americans get to take the day off. Canadians, get your lazy rear ends to work. We continue to watch the race for P3 between Pomerleau and Klump. Up the hill goes the 397 for a moment. Can he clear? Yes, he can to turn 1. He's right on board with Pomerleau as he pulls away from both Klump and Vecchio. It's Dean Reynolds commanding the troops at bay. 3 to go in Heat 2. Quarter of a second advantage on Giroux. Remember, the Philly Flyer, 2nd quickest in qualifying. He was the quickest in practice today. So right on board with Trevor. He's got 2 laps left in Heat 2. Good perspective here with the Philly Flyer. Battle for third still continuing. You can make that fourth as well. Final lap underway. Different grooves by the top 2. I'm not sure if that's going to help out Giroux, though. Gap stays the same at 0.3 of a second. So here comes Dino off for turn number 4. Checkers wave as he wins Heat 2. He'll be on the front row tonight. Giroux second, Pablo third, Klump fourth, Vecchio fifth, Sharif sixth, and Wheeler seventh. So heat races are done here for the night. When we come back, our 30-lap feature on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Warm-ups continuing here at Fallujah. Here's a look at the times. Michael Vitale, the quickest at a 16:49. Sam Bachman, second, 16:56. Scott Rayom, third, 16:57. Jason Coffey, fourth, 16:61. Trevor Giroux, Randy Shreves, each with a 16:62. And fifth, actually, a thousandth off from each other. Again, glad you could join us here. Megan checking in. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Hopefully the Thanksgiving treat with Dino was good. And hello to Jeff Barker as well, checking in this evening. Again, let us know who you're rooting for and what your favorite Thanksgiving dish was tonight. I mentioned it was the pumpkin pie and the chocolate cake Mom made. Of course, who can't go wrong with that? I've been hearing that the Cowboys-Giants game is actually better than a lot of people thought. The halftime show I'm hearing was good. Who performed in the halftime show? Somebody let me know in the chat. But regardless, it's time for our first feature of the night. Let's meet the field and give you the RSN Trackside starting lineup. On the pole, the jokester, Michael Vitale in the 213. Next to him, Dean Reynolds in the 79. Row number 2, the Magic Ant-Man, Anthony Morano in the 32. Next to the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux in the 75. Row 3, Scott Rayom in the 4, and Alex Pavlo in the 397. And in row number 4 tonight, Logan Wentz to the 118, and the 2 car of Harold Klump. Rounding out the top 10, Jake the Snake Henry in the 171, next to Michael Vecchio in the 247. Row 6, Jason Coffey in the 146, and Randy Shreves in the 56. Row 7, Sam Bachman in the 007, and Kelly Wheeler in the 110. The final car on the grid this evening, Butchie Baker in the number 97. The Lions fan will have to start from the back. Pick to win this evening. That is a good one, but Vitale looks really fast tonight. I'm going to go with the 213. Coming to the green this time by. Lights are off, 1 to green. Thanksgiving night in the Americas. Now we got modifieds on tap for you this evening. This is the first turkey meal of the night. This race and the drivers will cook up and see if it's cooked well done or if it burns up. We'll have to see. But for the first time tonight, it is time to shake and bake, set for the Flatline Racing Bodies green flag. Michael Vitale, Dean Reynolds set to bring us the green. It's time to get it on. Good battle for the top spot. Look at Anthony Morano. He started third, already up to the race lead. Contact mid-pack between, I believe it was Henry and Pomelo. Lap number 1, though, is led by the 213 of Vitale. Reynolds tries to close in that battle for second. But Morano with the slide job off the corner. The Magic Ant-Man leads lap 2. Giroux underneath for the bottom step of the podium on Dino. See if we can make that work. Logan Wentz rounds out the top 5. Scott Rayleman 6th. Make up this track. Ooh, Dino with no yaw to turn number 3. I think he caught the back bumper of Vitale, and that cost him 2 spots. 1 to Giroux and 1 to his teammate Logan Wentz. On board the 118 of Logan. Contact with Giroux. Hung on to it for right now. Meanwhile, Vitale downstairs. No yawn to turn 1. Looking for that lead on Morano. Both of them wash up the hill. Could allow Giroux to close in just a bit. I'll watch Giroux get the speed on corner exit. Actually almost got it. Vitale, great bite off of turn number 4. And he propels back out in front. I think he may have led it at the start-finish line too. He's got, oh, look how trouble behind them. I think that was Dino that got sideways. And it was. He found a way to save it. That's Vitale now is the race lead on lap 7. Good battle for the 2 spot between Morano and Giroux. And Giroux has crawled in through the window upstairs. Now they crisscross. Different lanes for second. Morano trying to defend. Back on board once again. Brand new paint scheme here for Trevor Giroux. Sent it in deep, and Morano defense got on the gas first. Ooh, not the best entry in turn 1 for Michael Vitale. Morano stays about 2/10 behind him. Back to 4th. It's still a great race. Alex Pomelo's got into this battle too for P4. So 4 cars are battling for that position. Morano's still looking. He's coming, trying everywhere. Different lines of the turn. Number 1, Vitale ripping a small lip. We all know the Magic Ant-Man. He is so good when that low line comes together. He reminds me of Brennan Lacey in a sprint car. This time it's with Morano in the modified. Side by side as we work lap number 12. Let's go to the 5-lap average. Who is the best driver on the track amongst the top 5? And right now it's maybe both Morano and Giroux, the 32 with a slide job. Vitali trying to counter it back. Morano has the lead the line. Vitali wants to slide up on him once again. Great battle for the top spot. Vitali sending it into 3 and 4. Had him cleared. Morano opens the nose up downstairs. Don't be surprised if Giroux makes this 3 wide for the race lead. He's got a lane possibly, and he's got a Vitali who I think Giroux backed out of it. Just to stay safe than sorry. What a Thanksgiving race to get the night off. As Morano continues to lead. And that low line is cooking for him. The oil is sizzling at a rolling boil, I guess you could say. Halfway home, 15 up, 15 down. And it's been all Vitali and Morano. But now that we're in the second half of this feature, it's Morano turn on the afterburners. The lead still at 0.2 of a second on the 213. Reynolds and Wentz each closing in on the leaders. Got a good side-by-side race, 2 for position. Wentz and Rayom for 5th. Ooh, slight contact. That looked to be neck code between Rayom and Wentz. That 4 not able to get past his teammate just yet. Let's go to the back of the field. We haven't looked a lot at the back. You've got Wheeler and Vecchio. It's the only side-by-side battle we have right now on track. This is for 12th on your screen. Wheeler's got it for right now, but let's go back up to the front. Morano utilizing the bottom. Dino trying to follow him in suit. Meanwhile, Wentz up the hill. I think he may have tried to slide job Scott Rayom to cut him off, but slide job Scotty moves up to the 5th spot in the FTM Express ride. And here comes Pomelo as well. 10 laps to go here in our first feature of the night. It's still Rayom hanging on. And Morano has turned on the afterburners. He's got the biggest lead anyone has tonight at 3/4 of a second. Back to that 5-lap average once again with 9 laps to go. He's without question the fastest car on the racetrack, just edging out Vitali. And then you've got Giroux and Reynolds on back. Battle for that runner-up spot as Giroux starting to cook. Remember, he needs all the points he can. With the drops, it was 42 coming in. He needs a good finish if he wants some sort of shot at the championship next Thursday night. The battle still heats up for second. The Jokester. Ooh, near contact. Watch Dino closely as he tries to break into the podium. Remember, Reynolds started second tonight. He's got a handful. You can see him with the steering wheel there. Coming off turn number 4. On the brakes to avoid rear-ending the 213. Five laps to go here at Fallujah. Anthony Morano out in front. The lead 1.15 seconds on Trevor Giroux. Your top 2 in the championship. Just like Monday night. And our Open 358 feature we had. Oh, Vitali, no steering. It may have broken on him. He caught the Jersey barrier turn number 3, and he loses 2 spots because of it. Reynolds and Rayom take advantage. They're up to 3rd and 4th. Vitali has the 213 uprighted once again. Here comes slide job Scotty for P3. Reynolds tries to defend and cut off his line. 3 laps to go. All eyes on the race for the bottom step of the podium. Rayom looking for a different lane around Dino. They're teammates. They know they'll race each other clean. But Rayom will do anything it takes without contact. 2.6 in the air, 2 laps to go. Vitali utilized the top shelf, but it may have lost its momentum. Here comes Morano off of turn 4. White flag is out. This race is caution-free tonight. He went back and forth with Michael Vitale. And the Full Throttle Motorsports 32 will find its way to victory lane. Get that man a turkey leg. The Magic Ant-Man takes the win. Giroux second, Reynolds third, Vitale fourth, Rayom fifth. Sam Bachman, your biggest mover, up 5 to 8th. Ant-Man, I do not care if you are full or not. You deserve a turkey leg MVP of this race for sure. Top three posing for a podium. As we pull up the results here from this evening. Morano wins by 1.16 seconds on Giroux. Man, that was a fun and clean race at the same time. Looking at the rest of the field here. I'd say the heartbreak probably Butch Baker was looking at a good finish and probably in this heat race, which would have led to a top 5, if not top 10 result. And in the end, finishes up in the 15th spot. So we have your top 3 in chat. We'll begin with our third place finisher here, Dean Reynolds. Dino, first off, happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Man, you had a good view of that battle for a second. Almost got it on Giroux.
Yeah, it was that was a fun race. Michael was quick. He had fast times all around, and I just didn't know where to go quite yet in the race. And then once Anthony got up there and everything else, then I was able to hang with him. And but then Anthony said in Discord, he goes, "Guys, bottom of 3 and 4." And so I went down there, and I just couldn't get alongside Trevor quick enough. So he moved down there. And so then I found the middle, and I was, Trevor and Anthony pulled out a little bit, and me and Michael were going at it. And I found the middle there, and I was going to get around Michael, and then all of a sudden he hit the inside wall and scared the living heck out of me. But, but then that's how we got around him. And then Scotty, he had a good run, and he was closed right in on me. But I went back down to the bottom to see if there was anything there, but I think it was actually in the middle. I probably should have went in the middle in 3 and 4, but Trevor and Anthony were too far ahead. I wasn't going to catch them. So, the main thing is just do what I need to do to make sure Scotty didn't get by, which I felt if I stayed on the bottom, he's going to have to go around me. And luckily, he didn't find that because I guess Vitale did there at the end and got back up to 4th. So, but good race, nonstop. How can you argue with that?
Oh no, you cannot argue with that. That was like mashed potatoes cooked perfectly with extra butter onto it.
I'll go with the stuffing. I'm a stuffing
guy. You're a stuffing guy?
Yes, I am.
All right.
So.
All right, sounds good. Well, hey, that was a good run tonight. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Oh, I got to thank the guys from Full Throttle Motorsports. There's a few of us here running on Thanksgiving. We got done eating early and wanted to come on out Thanksgiving. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving as well to you and your families, all my Canadian friends. Happy Thursday. You got your holiday a little earlier, so. But I got to thank everyone for the holiday and stuff. Marty, thanks for doing the telecast. It's we all have families, and you helping us by doing the telecast, and thanks to you. And then I also got to thank Michael Vecchio, Justified, and the businesses there that he got aboard. I don't want to say their names because I'll mix them up and get them wrong, but you can thank them for us, Marty, and mention them for us. If it wasn't for Vecchio, these telecasts wouldn't be possible. So we got to make sure we thank him, and then. We're going to go load the big block. My trading paints aren't working like half the guys, so I'm glad yours is, so we can actually see our cars on the telecast. But half of us don't have trading paints working, so we're all racing against each other in iRacing paints. So it's a lot of fun.
Does Buddy know about what happened today?
About my date with the dog princess?
Yep.
I don't know, but I'm sure he smells because he's looking at me really funny, standing here at the end of the table, just looking at me. So we went over to Megan's sister's house for Thanksgiving dinner, and it was really good. And I had a lap dog become a lap dog, so we had to do a little selfie, and which was cool. But with that said, we'll say hi to Megan because she is watching here, and then hopefully my dad is watching too. I gave him the link as well, and. Now we'll move on to big blocks, Marty, and congratulations to Anthony and Trevor. They were the class 2 today. They well earned it.
Awesome, man. Great job tonight. Best of luck in the big block, man. Happy Thanksgiving,
Th-
bud.
Thanks, brother.
So Dean Reynolds finishes in third. Let's talk to Trevor Giroux finishing second. Trevor, I would say happy Thanksgiving to you, but today's a normal day up in Canada. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Man, you had a good hot rod out there tonight. What was working out there for you?
Honestly, with the lower car count tonight, I mean, the track just had so much speed. Like, you could make the outside work, you could make the bottom work, especially 1 and 2. I think the bottom was definitely the preferred lane, definitely the fastest. But if you're running the top 1 and 2, you're able to keep your momentum up and kind of hang with the guy down low there. And especially if you didn't go too high in 1 and 2, you kind of kept it to the middle. It was still working there. And then, yeah, I mean, the track just had so much bite, and this track really plays into my favor when it's not slicked off and when it's just hammered down. I like it when it's like that. As soon as it starts slicking off, I slow down a little bit. But yeah, great car tonight. We'll definitely take second. I mean, I think there's 1 week left after this, so obviously didn't want to see Anthony win there with the point situation. But no, it's all love. I mean, congrats to him. I mean, he ran a great race. I don't think I would have had anything for him anyway. So.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on your run?
Oh, just I gotta thank all the boys at Venom. I know probably a couple of them are watching, and Butchie was running, so shout out to him and Dean Reynolds, Super Dirt Car Series, Lambton Diesel Specialist, RSN Trackside. I'm forgetting some people like I always do, but just everyone who makes this stuff possible, and everyone at Coast to Coast, and you, Marty, for doing the broadcast. And I just want to take a couple minutes here, and as a lot of you know, a lot of you probably don't know, I grew up with Trent Verstraeten there, and really close friend of mine, my best friend, and he just lost his father there a couple days ago. So we're racing for him tonight, and glad I could get a second place here for him, and just want him to know that we're all thinking about him and thinking about his family and sending prayers his way. And yeah, just terrible situation there.
We're definitely thinking about him for sure, without question. And we've got his support just like you guys had mine a couple months ago. So, but hey, well done tonight. Great job. Best of luck in the big block, and have a great rest of your, in quotes, Thanksgiving evening.
Thanks, Marty. Appreciate you.
Trevor Giroux finishing second. Now we go to victory lane to talk with your winner, Anthony Morano. Ant-Man, first off, happy Thanksgiving to you, brother. You just looked fast. You looked fast out there, especially in the second half. And Dean said as soon as Morano got on the FTM Discord saying bottom, you had to go for it.
Yeah, as soon as the car hooked up, it felt pretty good. But happy Thanksgiving to you too. I probably do look a little fat. I eat a lot of food, so I mean, I know I sent the picture in y'all's Discord for the turkeys I made. So I ate a lot today. I made 30 pounds of turkey, so yeah, there was a lot of food. Yeah, no, as soon as 1 and 2, it came. There was a little bit more in the middle, but the bottom was still a little bit better. And then I had a lot of fun racing with Vitaly there, throwing sliders back and forth. That was a lot of fun. And then saw Trevor catching up, and I was just like, all right, got to figure something out. And took the bottom in 3 and 4 one lap, and it stuck. And I said, oh, that's it. See ya.
Definitely was, but it's something with you and Volusia is some sort of sweet connection, like mashed potatoes and butter. What is it?
The bottom. The track starts slicking up. Everyone goes up to the top or somewhere else, and I leave the bottom open, and I just trail a little bit of brake and use the bottom up, and usually I can get away with passing a lot of cars down there.
Vitaly, though, gave you a challenge once you got past and was able to grab the lead back at a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple times. I would throw the slider on him going into 3, and he'd cross underneath me in 4, and then he'd have the preferred line going into 1 and 2, and then we'd go back at it. Probably we probably threw 7 or 8 sliders on each other there, so it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and then like I said, once the bottom of 3 and 4 stuck, that was all I needed.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
I got to thank my wife, Sherry, the boys at FTM, Super Dirt Car, Hi Mom Lens, Swan Speed Shop, DJ Sim Shop, Expert Installation, Casperberry Flagstone, MDI TV. Marty, you for doing a broadcast here. Everyone at Coast to Coast, and Amity Construction Corporation for sponsoring the division.
Well, great job tonight, man. Best of luck in the big block coming up, and happy Thanksgiving to you, brother.
All right, Marty. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. Thanks.
Yes, absolutely. Anthony Morano takes the win at Fallujah in the 358. For him with the fixed car this year, his 4th win, breaking the tie with Isaac Salas. Let's go to break. When we come back, big block time, the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It's time for another edition of RSN Trackside, powered by Bob Johnson Auto Group on Rock Sports Network. Gets on the champion, trying to be a
Bit of a hiatus, so let's get.
Right when we were talking about it.
amazing. These dollars had come together to support us, and we realized, no, we didn't want to use them for us. We wanted to use them to help others.
The foundation has done so much for so many people. It helps any family that has somebody, whether it be a crew member or one of the drivers, that get hurt. We can help them to get through the situation.
I was injured in a non-wing sprint car accident that broke my neck and left me with a spinal cord injury. I was in the hospital 8 months, and that got really, really expensive. So having that extra help to help push me and my family forward was a big deal.
I was involved in a pretty gnarly sprint car crash. Found out my brain was swelling and bleeding. Pelvic bone was broken, vertebrae on my back, and I was in the ICU a little over a week. The Steve King Foundation reached out to my parents. We received a donation from them. Immediately, they started me on what's called neurofeedback, and insurance did not cover the neurofeedback appointments. So we received another donation from the Steve King Foundation. It really helped a lot, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to the Steve King Foundation for everything that they have done for me. This last Sunday, I got to turn laps in my modified here. That was my first laps back in a race car since the accident, and I truly believe that if it wasn't for the Steve King Foundation, I wouldn't be able to do that or be where I'm at today.
Yes, Steve's death is the reason the foundation exists, but it's Steve's life, and it's the lives of racers everywhere, is the reason we're able to do the work we do.
Thanksgiving and sunsets. Wow. Perfect timing that Dino's name comes up. That was not intentional. I didn't even hit a single button. His name pops up when I say that. Welcome back, everyone, to the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Big blocks are getting set to go here just about 3 minutes before we go live with it. Marty Stacala with you. Just like Anthony Morano's race in the 358s and on the season, he has just been as dominant with a big block modified. Pull up the Magic Ant-Man here on your screen. Without the drops right now, through 11 races, Morano comes in with just over a 114-point lead on Trevor Giroux. 4 wins for him on the season with that big block, number 32. As we pull up the times here in practice at the moment, pretty much the exact same drivers in big blocks as there were 358s. I believe the only change we have is Kurt Schatzer joining us here for the big block race. So slide job, Scotty the quickest, the 15.793. Anthony Morano second, 15.84. Third is Trevor Giroux, 15.86. Jake Henry fourth, 15.90. Kurt Schatzer fifth, 15.91. Our boy Butters in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. So while we wait, let's give you your schedule for Championship Week next week. Begin things off here Monday with Monday Night Madness, Open 358, Rebels and Renegades at Charlotte. Join us at 7 o'clock on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Tuesday night, Retreads Tuesday. You've got Fixed 358s at Eldora and DW12s at Charlotte. Shaggy TV, Zach Shemmer will have the broadcast for you on that. Wednesday night, the Hometown Heroes with 360s and 410s at Knoxville. Shaggy will have the coverage there for that. And finally, Thursday night Thunder, December 5th. You've got small blocks and big blocks at Port Royal Speedway. Don't want to miss out on that at 7 o'clock. We will have the coverage right here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Should be just about a moment away from getting things going here. With our qualifying sessions. Jake Henry putting up some good laps right now at the moment with a 4th place run, 15.90. Good run for the Snake so far tonight. There's Superman, the 218. Kurt Schatzer, 5th quickest. 1591 his best lap. And again, we should be getting things going with qualifying in just a moment. Believe they are doing the driver. Nope, they were moving right to qualifying. So they did do the driver's meeting. So qualifying is underway. First driver we will get on the racetrack is the Jokester. Michael Vitale in the 213. Again, he was the quickest in qualifying earlier and started on pole for our 30-lap feature. We'll see what he can do here with the Justified AMR big blocks tonight. You see how close he was to getting that jersey barrier in 1 and 2. Lap 1 up on the board. Vitale sets the bar at a 16:11, 13:31 rather. Trevor Giroux quickest at a 16:11. Jake Henry second, a 16:17. How about Jason Coffey possibly? Quickest in Sector 1, but he goes 5th, 16:27. Here comes Henry off for turn number 4. Does he have a better lap in him? He does not. Anthony Morano third, 16:2. Alex Pomelo second quick on lap 1 at 16:12. Now he's purple in Sector 1. If he's green in Sector 2 but orange in Sector 1, there's a good chance he could get the pole position. We'll have to see what happens. Pomelo in the green. No, 16:23 for the 397. Bachman off return for the checkers. Better lap, 8th quick, 16:23. 2 guys left to qualify here. Randy Shreves the first one, then the AMR 247 of Michael Vecchio. Better lap for Randy Shreves, a 16:3. Here comes Vecchio across the line. He's also better, 16:3.65. Qualifying is done. Trevor Giroux the quickest. 2 heats coming up. Scott Rayome, Sam Bachman will be on the pole position for each of the heats. Here we go for heat race number 1, brought to you by Gambler Motorsports. Here's how the field lines up. Slide job, Scotty. Scott Rayome on the pole in the number 4. Next to him, it's Jake the Snake Henry in the 171. We believe, though, Rayome has to go to the back. Row number 2, Dean Reynolds in the 79 and the Philly Flyer. Trevor Giroux in the 75. Row 3, Harold Klump with a 2 and the Jokester Michael Vitale in the 213. And in row number 4, Randy Shreves in the 56 and Butchie Baker in the 97. So Dino has the pole position here for our first heat race officially tonight. One lap to green. I want to ask y'all this because it is Thanksgiving and a lot of people have been watching football today. I'm wondering if anyone's ever had a turducken before. That interests me so much. However, though, we only have turkey at Thanksgiving, but I've always wanted to try a turducken. See if that's pretty good. Turkey, duck, chicken, dressing in between. It sounds delicious. I'm not going to lie. Well, here we go for heat race number 1. Winner is on pole for our 30-lap feature with the big block. Reynolds and Henry to bring us to green. Here we go. Vitale wasting no time, trying to go 3 wide for the 3rd position. But it's Reynolds and Henry that are door-to-door into turn number 3. Klump gets way tight up the hill he goes. Oh, look out! Vitale lost the left front! Does he still have steering? So he's got no yaw. He's out of it. He clipped. So what happened with Vitale, he clipped that attenuator, the yellow attenuator there in turn number 4. And that left front went bye-bye. Henry, meanwhile, is taking the lead. He has cleared Dean Reynolds. Harold Klump in a good race for that second spot. Behind them, Scott Rayone. Remember, he had to go start from the rear. Has not been able to make up any sort of ground one bit. He is watching a good view of Randy Shreves and Butch Baker battling for 5th. As Rayone follows that 56. He moves up to P6. Baker trying to fight back in that Kiss 97. Ooh, they touch! But he hanging on to it for right now. 3 laps to go in the heat. Klump gave Reynolds a challenge for second, but lost it. Allows Trevor Giroux to maybe capitalize on it. The Philly Flyer, quickest lap last time by to 16.13. Rolling it downstairs. The Philly Flyer up to P3. And Klump gets into those chocolate chips. He may possibly lose 4th here at the end of this one. Have to see. White flag, though, flies. 1 to go. How about Jake Henry? Not sure if anyone saw this coming out of the Gears Unlimited 171. But the Snake with a fantastic heat race. Started second, had a great qualifying run. And now starts on the pole for the 30-lap feature with the big blocks. Reynolds second, Giroux third, Klump 4th, Shreves in 5th, Baker 6th, Rayome 7th, Vitale 8th. Moving on to our final heat race of the night, brought to you by Regency Home Inspection. This is the starting lineup. Sam Bachman on the pole in the 007. Next to him, it's Superman Kurt Schatzer in the 218. Row 2, the Magic Ant-Man, Anthony Morano in the 32, and Alex Pomelo in the 397. Row 3, Logan Wentz in the 118, and Jason Coffey in the 107. Final car on the grid, Michael Vecchio in the AMR 247. Butters rooting for Venom and Butch Baker. Again, if you're just joining us, let us know who you're rooting for and what your favorite dish was at Thanksgiving tonight. Or in the afternoon, whenever you eat Thanksgiving dinner. It seems weird that dinner is eaten at like 2 or 3 o'clock. I get it, though. So pace car is in. Set for the green here. Second heat race is underway. Nice start from Schatzer off at turn number 2. Bachman's put in second. Here comes Pomelo underneath for that runner-up position. Lap number 1 led by the 218 of Schatzer. You saw Wentz take a peek on his teammate Morano for that 4th spot. Not able to make it work, but back to second. Pomelo looking for bite off at turn 4. He's pretty good with the low line here at Fallujah. Fallujah out on P2 at the line to Bachman. Pomelo with a heavy send, though, into turn number 1. This battle as well also allowing Morano to close in at the same time. Ooh, Pomelo, though, gets a little bit tight. But may have actually helped with his drive off. Up to P2 he goes. Next target, the 218. Morano, meanwhile, quickest car on track, last lap, 16.2. Has to challenge his teammate Sam Bachman to 3rd. They're door-to-door into 1. Three laps to go, meanwhile. Schatzer's dominating this heat. And he just put up the quickest lap. It's 16-2. 1 second lead on Alex Pomelo. Dominant heat effort for him. Meanwhile, 3-car battle for second continues once again. Can Morano get P2? He wants to start 4th in the feature tonight. 2 to go. Pablo doing a great job running his line next to the cushion. Trying to get back on the gas first. Again, Morano, bottom. Very good here. Final lap underway. Great 1 and 2 for the 397. But out in front, it's Superman. Kurt Schatzer through 3 and 4. Puts it in the second starting spot in the feature tonight. Schatzer wins our final heat race. Pablo 2nd, Morano 3rd, Bachman 4th, Wentz 5th, Vecchio 6th, and Coffey 7th. Step aside and go to break. When we come back, it is showtime with the big blocks. Stay with us, the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Moments away from going green here at Fallujah with our big block feature. Scott Rayom the quickest at 16:29. Trevor Giroux second, 16:31. Third is Schatzer, 16:32. Bachman, Pomelo, Strays 4 through 6 at a 16:36. Checkers are out here on the warm-ups. Yeah, all the dishes are fantastic. Yes, that is true, Butters. I don't blame you for that. Alrighty, it's feature time. Let's meet the field and give you the RSN Trackside starting lineup. On the pole, Jake the Snake Henry in the 171. Next to him, it's Superman Kurt Schatzer in the 218. Row number 2, Dean Reynolds in the 79, and Alex Pomelo in the 397. Row 3, the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux in the 75, and the Magic Ant-Man, Anthony Morano in the 32. Row 4, Harold Klump in the 2, and Sam Bachman in the 007. Rounding out the top 10, Randy Shreves in the 56, and Logan Wentz in the 118. Row 6, Butch Baker in the 97 and Michael Vecchio in the 247. Row 7, Slide Job Scotty. Scott Rayome in the 4 and the 107 of Jason Coffey. Final car in the grid tonight, Michael Vitale, the jokester in the 213. You know, I know Dino was bringing up how Trading Paints wasn't working earlier. I think mine's now not working for the big blocks here. And it was working with the 358, so. Anyway, picks to win for tonight. Give me somebody in row number 2, and guess what? I'm going with Dean Reynolds in that 79 to take it home. One lap to green this time by. So we've got 15 cages of cold metal with hot rubber at the corners. Set to do battle. We've got 30 laps with the big blocks here at Fallujah. Final time tonight that it's time to shake and bake, because where else would you rather be than right here, right now, from coast to coast? It's showtime at Fallujah. Three by three as the Flatline Racing Bodies green flag waves. Reynolds trying to do the same thing Morano tried to do, go 2 for 1. Contact between Schatzer and Henry as Dino leads the opening circuit. Henry, though, trying to fight back around the outside. Went up in the wall at Scott Rayome. Actually, no, that was actually Michael Vitale in the 213. He pulls her off into the pits. Actually, he did not. He kept the car going, but his distance back in our first. Yeah, nope, that is Vitale who spun. Was waiting for the yellow flag to fly. I believe he'll stay on the lead lap and where the yellow came out. So, our first caution flag all night here tonight. And a look at what happened to Vitale. Ooh, contact between Baker and Rayome. So Rayome did hit the wall. Vitale just paid the price the worst. Right on board. And the jokester there got played, but shouldn't be too much damage. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything on the 213. So Vitale's good. Rayome, though, caught the worst of it. You can see the right side damaged up. So Slide Job Scotty comes in and uses the quick repair. And so he'll restart tail end of the lead lap. Coming to green this time by. Reynolds and Schatzer, row 1. Henry and Giroux, row 2. Morano and Pomelo, row 3. Row number 4 is Klump and Bachman. Round out the top 10, Shreves and Wentz. Dino selected the bottom here, our first of 2 double file restarts tonight, and he caught Schatzer sleeping. Great timing there from the 79. Up the hill he goes, though, to make sure he keeps on to that lead. Schetzer and Henry. Bar to bar for P2. Schetzer clears the 171. Now the Snake fighting for a podium spot with your top two in the championship. Right behind him in Morano and Giroux. 3 wide for the third spot. Who comes out with the advantage? The Magic Ant-Man, but some contact with Giroux, hangs on to it. Pomelo slides in, hangs on for 5th. A lot of great racing here just after this restart, and here comes Superman. Kurt Schetzer wants a chance to lead on Dean Reynolds, pulled up to the door in turn 3, but could not make the pass work. Now he tries up on the top shelf. Doesn't work. Morano is in the basement. Low side time for the Magic Ant-Man. Can't lead the lap though. Could have gone maybe. I think that would have been 3 for 1 there. But FTM all side by side. Then you've got Hammer Down and Venom battling for 3rd. Dino hanging on for the lead. This is awesome. 2 by 2 in the last 3 laps. Could be the last 4. And somehow Dean is hanging on by the skin of his teeth with the race lead. Morano 400ths better that last time by. Is on board with Schatzer. He believes he has a very fast hot rod, but not ready to get past. That 10 by Dino better by 200ths. Trouble. Graham. Ooh, that's a hard crash. Baker lost the left front. Yellow flag waves for the 2nd time tonight. That was some good racing there, though, between your top 2. The replay and show you what happened. Watch Baker in this 97 ride. Oh, Rayon was already sideways. Baker just caught the attenuator. So Scotty's night comes to a close. Let's see what happened to Scott on board. Oh, he got turned from behind. Can you watch the rear end who that may have been? Oh, was that Vecchio? That was. Just gave him the chrome horn. It was a little bit too much. So Rayom's night is done. Baker had to tow the car to the pits. See if he could get back on track and remain on the lead lap. So here we go for the restart. We're going to watch this restart from the aerial shot here. Final double file restart of the night. Real quick, a look at the 5-lap average. As things look, Morano, excuse me, with the best race car out there. But again, Dino, very good on restarts this evening. Saw Giroux there try to thread the needle. Could not make anything work of it. Saw Morano there edge out Schatzer for 2nd at the line. Dino's got a great view of what's happening behind him, but he doesn't want to look at what's happening behind him. All eyes up front. Morano right behind him and now peeks underneath. Reynolds kept the top. He left Morano open with the bottom. Something you don't want to do with the 32. But Morano, of course, looking for the points. He had to get on the binders there or else he would have doored the 79. We've got 14 laps complete. FTM 1 and 2, the next highest FTM driver. Got to go all the way back to 9th where you find Sam Bachman. For the lead, Reynolds hanging on for now. We're halfway home, 15 up, 15 down. And Dino's led every lap so far tonight. But now Morano's got company for second from Kurt Schatzer. That's what Dino wants to see. But Morano's just so dang good. In turns number 3 and 4, Reynolds looks a lot better in 1 and 2. Possibility that Schatzer could take second here at the start-finish line. Trouble in the back. Caution waves. Oh! Baker pummels the 107 of Coffee. Klump, Bachman, Wentz also involved. Look at the replay. Ooh, Pomelo first caught the jersey barrier in 1 and 2. Then everyone was just sideways. Bachman, a lot of contact. Pomelo up on 2 wheels. Bachman goes off the ground. A lot of ARCA brakes in that deal. Let's ride on board with, first off, Jason Coffey. Everybody was just basically playing bumper cars off in turn 2. Coffee until that hit with Baker gets pile driven in. Bachman thought he had a hole open to drive through, but nope. Could not escape danger. And he goes for a wild ride. How about Logan Wentz? And Pablo found a way to keep it straight even with 2 wheels. One more here, Butch Baker. Yeah, Coffey thought he was good. That's just simply the case. Single file restarts for the rest of the race. Reynolds leads, Morano second, Schatzer third, Giroux fourth, Henry fifth. 6th is Shreves, and how about Michael Vitale, the jokester, started last. He's up to 7th. 17 laps are complete.
Green, green, green.
13 remain. And Giroux is on the attack for P3, wasting no time. Normally, it's a freebie lap. But how about the Philly Flyer? He needs points badly. Up to P3 he goes. Once again, Dino leaving the bottom side open for Morano here. It's the 32 looking to sweep the modifieds here tonight. Schatzer hangs on to third for now. Good battle for fifth. Henry and Shreves. 10 laps remain at Fallujah. Here comes the Ant-Man. As the bottom come back in. Look how close they are for the race lead. 3 and 4. Morano's so good. Does he have the lead that time? No, he doesn't. Again, Reynolds very good through turns 1 and 2. They're still side by side into the corner. Ooh, this may be the best chance for Morano to have the lead the line, and that is the case. New leader with 8 to go, the Magic Ant-Man. Reynolds trying to everything to fight back. Don't look now, though. Schatzer and Giroux are closing in. The 218's found his way back to third. Oh, but Dino could grab the lead back here, possibly. No, he can't. 7 remain. Great exit contact between the top 2. That's just good old hard racing. Morano almost has Reynolds clear. Just needs to clear him. That's what's important. He can't do that off turn 2. Now here comes Schatzer, and he's got him clear. Now Reynolds is hanging on. Here comes Schatzer for the second spot. And now Morano's got the afterjets pumped up. 5 laps remain. Dino, though, slammed the door on that 218. Three wide. Giroux looked low on Schatzer, who looked low on Reynolds. Oh, my. 4 to go. How did no one touch there? Even with this hard racing, Morano has not been able to pull away from any of this. He's got the best seat in the house. 3 laps to go for the 32. Looking to sweep the mods. And now he's got a couple of car lengths out in front. But this one's far from over. 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps to go. Dino's got to clear, which he does, but he's got to get going. Giroux squeezed into the wall by Schatzer. Finds a way to keep it straight, but stuck in 4th. And it's going to take, this point on, a miracle for Dino to get the win. Final lap underway. Morano remains out in front in the Full Throttle Motorsports 32. Would be win number 5 of the season. Took the lead with 8 to go from Dean Reynolds. He had a turkey leg earlier tonight. Get this man a slice of pumpkin pie. The Ant-Man wins it with the big block. Reynolds 2nd, Schatzer 3rd, Giroux 4th, Henry 5th. Vitale, your biggest mover, up 8 spots to 7th. Great night for both modifieds. Everyone with great races. That was a fun one. Again, as I mentioned, Vitale, your biggest mover. Nice moves from Coffee, finishing 10th, starting 14th, even being involved in that big wreck. He was, though, the last car to finish on the lead lap. Should have your top 3 all in here in just a matter of moments. And again, we thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you have if you're headed out, we hope you have a great rest of your Thanksgiving and get ready for Black Friday. You know, if you want to get those deals, you know, Black Friday already underway. I myself actually got the Fanatec V3 inverted pedals, and great to hear that my order is being processed at the moment, so that's pretty good. We've got 3rd and 2nd. We don't have your winner, but we'll begin with Kurt Schatzer finishing 3rd. Kurt, first off, happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Take me through your race as a whole and what worked out for you tonight.
Well, I guess I got lucky there. Got the front row of a heat race and got a good start on that. Got the win in the heat race. It allowed me to get a good start in the feature there. I just didn't get a really good takeoff, and I think we got 3 wide on the start and allowed Dean to get to the lead there, and was able to just kind of control the race there. I felt like I had a really fast car all night. It's just, like I said, I really just couldn't time them restarts right. One of them ones, them guys, Dean and Anthony, got away from me, and then I had to kind of take a little bit of time to get them back down. So like I said, I felt like I had a really strong car. If I could have got out to the front early, I might have been able to hang on there. I got to apologize to Trevor there late. I was focused so hard on racing Dean, and then got into him a little bit there and got him into the outside wall. So I want to apologize to him there. He's a real clean racer. But all in all, I'm happy to be on the podium. It's been a while, Marty.
Hey, he kept it straight. It was good, hard racing. We definitely enjoyed that race for sure. How did you guys, when you 3 were 3 wide, not make any contact there? That was so close there.
Yeah, it was just a little give and take there. I felt like I had a really fast car. We all kind of were running a little bit different lines. I had to try to just play patient. I wanted to just hammer the top in 1 and 2, and I felt like I could get some really good runs. But Dean was trying to run the middle, so he was just slowing down entry just a little bit where I had to ease up in it. But all in all, it was a really good race. I mean, them guys are talented. So, I mean, anytime we're up front there and we stretch out, we can kind of get through a race pretty clean.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
Yeah, I thank Jay with the Dirt Track Bank, everything they do to help racers all around the country. Got Your Six Network with Joe Halter, all the boys on the Hammer Down race team. You coming out and doing an awesome job on the broadcast. We all love to watch it back. And Coast to Coast giving us a place to race and everybody watching at home.
All righty, man. Congratulations on a great run tonight. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Enjoy the rest of the night, all right?
Yeah, you too, bud. Happy Thanksgiving.
Superman finishing third, Kurt Schatzer. Now we go to Dino. Dino, a heck of a race between you and Anthony. What more did you need for him tonight?
For him to hit the inside wall. I didn't feel comfortable at all in the big block, and I was actually surprised I hung on as long as I did. And actually before that last yellow came out, I thought the top was coming in, and that's where I was feeling comfortable. So I was just going to stay up there and see if Anthony can get me. And he was deadly on the bottom of 3 and 4. Actually, he was good on the bottom both. And then at the end, I was doing that slider line in 1 and 2, and that was working where I could close back in on him. Then I was trying to do that slider line in 3 and 4, and there was nothing there. And actually, I think what I gained in 1 and 2, I lost more in 3 and 4. And then, I was looking at my relative, and I'm pretty sure I was probably holding up Kurt at that point. So, I don't know. It was just Anthony was better, and ever since Volusia with the new, since the new builds a couple seasons ago, I just really haven't felt comfortable in a modified. You get me in a sprint car, I know what to do, but in a modified, a big block, I just haven't felt comfortable. I'm okay, but just got beat by a better driver. That's all.
Hey, it was a great run there for you tonight. You looked really good in that big block. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Well, got to thank the gang from, as I said before, Full Throttle Motorsports. Got to thank them. We had a lot of fun. The other guys had a little bit of bad luck there, but we still had fun on our Thanksgiving to spend some time together. Congratulations to Anthony on the sweep. That was pretty cool to do. Marty, thank you for taking time out on your holiday, to spend Thanksgiving with us and give our family and friends a show to watch at home. Got to thank, again, Michael Vecchio and Justified there for his companies that he got involved to get our telecast on. Got to say hi to Megan, my father, and wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Well, happy Thanksgiving once again to you, buddy. Great job tonight, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, Marty. Thanks a lot, man. Good talking to you again.
You as well. Dean Reynolds, second place finisher. Victory lane. Anthony Morano sweeping the modified night. How did you do it? Did it seem like you were a lot better in 3 and 4 than Dean, and he was better in 1 and 2?
Yeah, it looked like Dean was really struggling in the middle of 3 and 4 for some reason. And it really threw me off because Dean's usually really good here, especially through 3 and 4. And it was just kind of throwing me off, just trying to follow him, and I started getting real close to him. So I drove down to the bottom, and it grabbed up pretty good, and we ran side by side for 7 or 8 laps. And finally coming out of 2, I just was able to clear him enough.
Do you feel like the big blocks put on a lot better show than they do the 358s on fixed setups?
I think that more depends on who you're racing with. I've had a lot of good races in big blocks. I've had a lot of good races in 358s on fixed setups. So I think that's more of what it is than anything else.
Well, hey, I know you're going to end this day right with a slice of pumpkin pie or whatever dessert's going to be at the Thanksgiving table. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
I got to thank my wife, Sherry, the boys there at FTM, Dino over at Super Dare Car, Logan at High Mom Lens, Gunner at Swan Speed Shop, DJ Sim Shop, Expert Installation, Castleberry Flagstone, MDI TV, GreatPack.com, Marty, you for doing the broadcast, everyone at Coast to Coast, and I believe it's Justified sponsors the big block division here.
Alrighty, man. Happy Thanksgiving once again. Congratulations on the wins here tonight.
Thanks, Marty. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
So Anthony Morano, your winner in the big blocks, and so he sweeps everything this evening. So that will do it for us. We will talk to you on Monday for championship night with our 360 sprint cars at Charlotte. On behalf of everyone with the Coast to Coast Racing League, all the fine drivers and sponsors, Roger Craig and his great group of admins, as well as our buddy Bill Calder, who here is on the road to recovery, off to a good start with that. Bill, if you're still watching, we're thinking of you, buddy. Get well soon. I'm Marty Scala saying so long. Congratulations to Anthony Morano, who wins both your 358s and your big block. So long, everyone.